Okay, so my good friend Tal is here to tell his coming out story. So I'm super excited. Are you excited?
I am excited.
Are you nervous or excited?
I'm nervous. I'm
And you
nervous.
gotta talk
excited.
up.
Why nervous?
This is a story I haven't really told anyone, so this is kind of my revelation to the world, I guess.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. So, where do I start with this one? I never denied being gay. It was always, it is what it is. Don't really care what you think. But I think at one point my parents started to get to this point where they wanted to know, they wanted to hear from me. And it was really more of they didn't want to hear from me. So they wanted me to confirm, deny what they felt. So, you know, through a series of events, one night my dad just came home and he said, "You're gay, aren't you?" And I was like, well, I guess. You know, I'm thinking in my head like, yeah, why is this a new thing for you? But you know, I couldn't even verbalize anything. I just cried. I don't know where it came from. I just boo-hooed, and that was it. So the next day, my mom comes and checks me out from school. I was like, oh boy, I knew something was happening. So she was like, I want you to go to town with me, like go pick up some stuff. So we get in the car and she says, your dad feels like you're living a secret life that we don't know anything about. I'm thinking, oh hell.
How old were you?
I was 16, I was a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
So as we're driving, she's like, you know, well, what is it? What is it? I didn't say anything for the longest. And
Oh, he didn't tell her?
he didn't tell her. He did. I was like, what? So we're driving down the highway and she's like, what is it? It's like, I'm gay. She's like, what? I said, I'm gay. What? I'm gay. Next thing I know, she slams on the brakes. The car is like, what the heck? Like, lady. So it's just this whole dramatic thing. And she just has this moment of shock and she's just sitting there, no, like, totally spacing out. So after a moment, she pulls herself together and we go on about, you know, our chores and things like this, and she's just giving me these crazy looks the whole time. So as we're driving home, she says, don't let anyone get in your head and tell you what you are. Don't let anyone make you think you're gay. You know you're not gay. It's like,
Hi.
well, my mom is, I've always thought of her as a strong, educated, kind of worldly woman. You know, she's traveled, she has a college education. She started my education formally at 3. You know, it was a whole scholastic academic thing, you know. So I'm thinking, what? You raised me to be a strong, independent thinker. So why would you think someone could easily get into my head and make me think that I'm gay when I'm not? So it goes from that to don't let the devil get you. Oh, here we go.
Here we go in real life.
Here we go. So we get home and I just go into my room because I'm just over it. My dad's just sitting there quiet because he knows he started some stuff, you know, and he doesn't want to be the one to deal with it. So she eventually comes into my room and she's like, why? Why are you doing this? Why am I doing what? Breathing? So she's like, why do you want to send your soul to hell? Why do you want to do this? Why are you doing this to me? To you. So it becomes this whole victim thing. She feels like she's done something wrong, or I'm trying to punish her for something she has or has not done, you know, to or for me. And I'm trying to tell her that's not the case, and she just can't get that. She's thinking this is some kind of phase, and I'm trying to make her upset, and I'm trying to punish her, and she's totally emotional. She's crying. I'm crying by this point. I just want to be left alone. I'm waiting for her to just get out of my room. But that wasn't happening soon enough. So she finally just says, you know, you're going to church every Sunday from now on. You're not going to miss any more services, things like that, you know. I'm thinking that's not going to change anything.
It's not going to, you can't pray the gay out.
You can't.
How many people have heard pray the gay out? Lord.
So I'm thinking, I cannot wait to get the hell out of this house. Forever. So my mom gets a bit quiet and she doesn't say anything for the rest of the day. And then she doesn't say anything for the next 2 days. My mom went 4 weeks without talking to me, unless it was absolutely necessary.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't malicious. She didn't, necessarily give me dirty looks. She was in this total state of shock and depression.
She didn't know what to say.
She was just,
Yeah.
she was gone. So for 4 weeks, she didn't talk to me. She's gonna hate me for this. For 2 weeks, she did not cook. That's how I knew she was really in it. This is a woman that cooks every day.
Well, we're gonna starve the gay out of you.
You sure you're still gay?
Yeah.
You like these greens?
So it took a while, and we didn't really revisit the conversation again until 3 years later, my freshman year in college, I think.
Wow.
And there was a situation with someone I was dating at the time, and I'm trying to talk around it in that roundabout way because I have no tolerance for dealing with all that at that point. So she goes, is this about what we talked about before? I was like, yeah. So it kind of goes from there. Since then, we've kind of had our back and forth about it, but right now, my parents, they're kind of they're in an even space with it.
Okay.
It's that thing that's not really talked about
Right.
unless I talk about it. And sometimes I do to make them completely uncomfortable, and I love it. Because I've made it clear before, and we've had, a few situations over the years, and I've just made it clear, either you take me as a whole or you don't take me at all,
Absolutely.
Like, you're my parents, I love you, they're great people, not to demonize them.
Absolutely.
But I can absolutely do without having anyone in my life that cannot appreciate and accept me for who I am.
Absolutely.
It may hurt, but it is what it is.
So did it feel good to tell your story today out loud because it's never been told before?
Yes, actually, it's quite a relief actually, because there were things that were said and things that were done by my parents at the time that were very hurtful to me, and things that I wouldn't want anyone to judge my parents by because they're not those people. And it's taken me all this time, it's taken me years to understand that I have to look at that from their level of understanding at that time.